Peace to the God, and the rebirth, and the re-education for the nation. Screw your occupation. I'm here. I ain't went nowhere. I'm right here. This conversation, of course, comes from all the people who actually affect the direction of the channel, which is the people who are in the Patreon. Those are the people that really affect the channel. Those are the people who directly support the channel, who don't just talk about it, they actually be about it. Every once in a while on the Patreon, I ask a question, and I say, what do y'all want to talk about? And there's two type of people. One type of person will just comment and say, hey man, let's look into this. Or hey man, I'm just listening, it don't matter. All right, they'll say different things. Peace to the God and the rebirth. Basically, some people will inbox and they will say things like, I want to I was told, or I want to talk about, how dangerous the job is. Do you think it is really that dangerous? This is the Discord. It's where they get true notifications and we talk back and forth on here. How do I say this? I don't want to. How do I say this? I don't want to discourage anybody. It is a dangerous job. I want you to understand I'm not telling you not to do it, but I would be I do have Discord, Big Jake. I would be wrong to tell you it's not dangerous. Let's real spot the hickamajiggy real quick. How often do truck drivers die? Let me zoom in here. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Welcome to Trevor G. Welcome to the Discord. I appreciate you for joining. There we go. It says, how often do truck drivers die? By Rockland County Times. Truck driver is one of the most dangerous occupations in the world. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, truck drivers' death represents 2.4% of all traffic fatalities, period. The truck drivers are 233% more likely to experience a non-fatal injury than any other profession. And in 2018 alone, 840 truckers died in the United States. The danger truck drivers face on the road are part of the risk that comes with being a professional truck driver. The average life expectancy of American man is 78. The average lifespan of an American trucker is 60 or 61. This job comes with a price of shaving 17 years off of your life. 17 years off of your life. 17 years off your life. $17, baby. I didn't make it up. So am I going to come here just to tell you don't drive trucks? I'm not going to tell you not to drive trucks. This is not something I was worried about when I got in here, but that was not due to bravery. It was due to ignorance. I didn't know that it was that serious. I really didn't. I didn't know. I really didn't know. Yes, 17 years off your life. Stress and lifestyle factors truckers face. Being a trucker can mean making a good living, And many truckers enjoy a life on the road. And it is an extremely stressful career with long hours, plenty of stress, and a salary that does not increase with the level of risk. Mm. Some trucking companies, sorry about that. Where am I at again? Curious with some trucking companies can create conditions that force workers to take dangerous risk if they want to make money. To cope being on the road, piece of the god to quote to cope to cope COPE to cope with the stress of being on the road, often in an unsafe condition. Many trucker drivers develop unhealthy coping mechanisms. Truck drivers have high rates of substance abuse. Peace to the God in the rebirth. Don't sound like just going to buy a new truck, do it? New truck, man. Everything's great. Look who bought a new truck. Look, buy a new truck. New truck, buy a truck. Everything's great. Nothing ever goes bad. Nothing ever goes bad ever. Nothing ever goes bad ever. You're just going to come in here and make a bunch of money and nothing's going to go bad. Everything's going to be great. Do not worry about a thing. Don't worry about nothing. Why do you think they don't want to push the rebirth? Because I'm talking too much. I'm saying too much truth, baby. I'm saying way too much truth. I'm not sugarcoating it, making it pretty for you, and making you hoping that you'll give me more views. Carnell Ingram, local drivers have side hustles, man. Appreciate today. Sent me a cash app. I appreciate the love, supporting the real, because this can't be pushed in the algorithm properly because it says it has dye in it. Maybe they're not going to push it. So this type of content has to be literally has to be supported if we want to have real conversations on here. Real conversations have to be peep game. Real conversations have to be crowd supported, because the regime, whoever they may be, are not interested in you learning this stuff. Yeah, you can kill yourself on that local driver crap, Miguel. I'm not bumping $100 a day. You can have it. We're gonna have a discussion about this. Let the Patreon people call in, studio audience call in. We're gonna talk about it. Life expectancy, man. Where are we at? Coping mechanism. Truck drivers have high rates of substance abuse, and it leads to an early death and deadly accidents. These pressures are the reason that American Trucking Association reported at 90% turnover in the industry. Truckers can also have stressful relationships and family lives. They are able to with their loved ones for a long stretch of time, and they may be in a different time zone or in an area that don't have call reception. Speak on it. Or in an area that may not have call reception. They may also miss important milestones in their children's lives because they are gone for weeks at a time. I let that soak into the bone gristle. I let that get real like a lathery fat in the booty meat. I let that soak in. With a cookie and shit. I let that soak in. I know y'all don't believe it. The three major types of stress truck drivers face. Aside from the ever-present risk of danger, there are three other main stresses truck drivers face. Is the following of the three. The most common complaints truck drivers have about the work is their lifestyle. Peace of the God in the rebirth. Their lifestyle. Their lifestyle. Their lifestyle. We got 31 people in the Discord now. Love, let's get to 100 today. One of the things I try to tell you to do, if you're new to this channel, my name is Trucker Brown, Diggy Down Brown. I'm always out of town. I try to tell you one thing: learn something else. I don't think no trucker should be in the truck longer than 10 years for their health reasons. Not saying that they shouldn't. This is a bad thing. I'm saying for their health, me worrying about them. Me worrying about them. The health, the family consequences, the mental consequences. Oh, yeah, the Twitch is definitely monetized now. So make sure you run over to the Twitch and follow immediately. Exactly, Journey. A work-life balance. Most of these truckers have never heard of that even word, work-life balance. They just figure it's the macho-ness of getting money. Oh, I'm getting money, I'm getting it all that matters. That is really not all that matters, man. Dog, I don't care if I'm incorrect about local or not. I don't care. I don't want to do it. Not interested. So go to a local channel and campaign for local because I'm not interested in doing it. 10 years, my goal is 3 years. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I got 7 years left. I definitely use trucking as a stepping stone to do something better. That's a good idea too. And here go a good section here. A good one. This one really gonna it's gonna lather up the booty meat. 1 second. Lack of respect from others. Being a truck driver can be a thankless job, leaving many truckers feeling like the difficulty of their job isn't being appreciated by anyone, from their employer to the other drivers on the road. They may also experience trust issues at home due to the long stretch of time they are apart from their partnership, from their partners. Loneliness and isolation. Being on the road can be a lonely experience. Many truck drivers feeling isolated without any loved ones around them to keep them company. Many truck drivers stop caring about their health. Peace to the God. They stop caring about their health. Many truck drivers stop caring about their health. They may also need to be able to find health care they can afford when they need it. The pressures of regulation. Oh, they getting in trucking tail in this joint. They ain't playing no games with trucking today. Peace of the God. Regulation. Loneliness. They didn't put in here chronic masturbation. Health is the top of the list. I agree. Health at the top of the list. Now, I'm not telling you not to do it. Is there dangers? Yes, there are legit dangers. You know, if doing this job as a full-fledged career, he says average takes 17 years off of your life. 17 years off of your life. In other words, you're out of here at 58 to 62 years old. You're dead. Average American lives at 78. Mm. Average American lives to 78. You lost 17, 20 years off your life. And that's the people that are trying. People that aren't trying, I bet you it's lower than that. I've met 30-year-olds with full-fledged diabetes and swollen ankles come out of their freaking tennis shoes. Okay, so it's one of those things. What I tell you, learn something else. I'm not telling you trucking is bad. I'm not trucking is the worst thing in the world. I'm telling you that at the end of the day, this is not a joke. Mike Perry sent love to the Cash App. Thanks for the information. Hey, I appreciate you, Mike Perry. I appreciate you. Don't do drugs. Because it's one of those things where we get on here, we talk about all the pretty stuff. All the pretty stuff we won't talk about. This truck. Just bought a Peterbilt. This person, how much you bought a truck, how his business is doing, where the money? Where's all the money? Where is all the money? As they say, the root of all evil, or is it the love of money which makes it be the root of all evil? Who knows? All I'm saying is this: don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. And let's go back up to the top of this here, because I say don't do drugs. Y'all listen to me. I make it up, I guess. I just make it up. It says, road often in unsafe conditions, many truck drivers develop unhealthy coping mechanisms. Truckers have a high rate of substance abuse. Can the people tell me what that means? Can they tell me what a high level of substance abuse means? I'll wait on it. I'll wait on it. What does a high level of substance abuse mean? Trucker Lee, look, he already in there. Trevor. A high level of substance abuse means what? And what do I say don't do? What have I beat into over 1,000 videos of the rebirth and the re-education on what not to do? Don't do drugs. Yeah, Coca-Cola close, Gene Perry. It's dang close. Coffee, you pushing it, Miguel, but what you put in the coffee, the creamers and the sugars is yeah. You understand that? Booger sugar. You understand that? The magic dragon. Alcohol. Up. Hey. Alcohol. Now I told you, come on down here. I tell you, don't do drugs. Don't do them. It ain't a big deal. What's it says right here? Truckers have a high rate of substance abuse. This can lead to an early death or deadly accidents. These pressures are the reason that 90% of trucker associated reported 90% turnover rate in the industry. People getting popped for bad drugs, getting into bad accidents and going to jail, everything like that. Look, bro. Antidepressants, exactly. The only reefer you should partake in is the one you are hauling. Ice, crank, the Shawshank Redemption pipe. Get off the drugs. That's all I'm saying. I can't be saying the wrong thing. Am I saying the wrong thing here? Am I saying the wrong thing? I can't be saying the wrong thing. Bayron, thanks for hitting the Cash App. Says how to save your health. Learn how to save your health. That's a good one. Supporting Burning Miles. Eddie dropped $9 to me. I appreciate that. I really do, for dropping that into this, just for the love. The actual information that we usually are getting from the industry are a few things, because a lot of people are in cahoots with that regime. They're in cahoots with the regime. Let me explain. Most of their information tells you how to get into a position that the regime makes money off of. Even they may not even be in direct cahoots. I don't want to say that's too aggressive, but their stuff coincides with the regime's wants. Buy a truck, lease here. Now, these things in some ways are good information. They are. But to leave out the darker side of it, it can be misleading sometimes. It can be misleading sometimes. Appreciate that, Trucker Lee. I worked hard on it. It can be misleading sometimes. If you only talk about the shiny truck you're going to get, if you only talk about the shiny truck you can possibly get, the 18 shifter, how good a cat motor is on the Peterbilt, how much this person is successful and they're buying their trucks, and that's all you're talking about, and everybody loves watching the success stories. No one is interested in the rebirth and the re-education. No one is interested in that. They're not trying to hear it. Trucking has been around for a long time. The information on what it does to you is there. It's documented. You got 100 years of running a road. 100 years of running the road. Total members, 32 people are in the where you going? Are in the what do they call this thing again? Discord. So when you come in here and randomly blowing your money, wow, way too fly. Thanks for sending me a cash app. I appreciate that just because. Thank you, baby. It puts you in a situation where you're not thinking of what actually is going on with your body while you're sitting there and throwing down that truck stop food. I don't know why truck stop food ain't in here. That he missed that because truck five, it got to be the main killer. It has to be. You know, it has to be in here. This was by RC Tadman. If you all post, but RC Tadman, RCTADMIN. But no one gets it. They think for the most part, oh, it's a joke. It's not serious. And knowing this information, I've tailored a speech for this every single time I come on the live when I come out to try to offer some moral support to the people that's out there running our roads, which is the lifeblood of our country. Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Try to do better with your health. Stay celibate. Well, it's hard for people to stay celibate if they're dealing with loneliness all the time. They feel like no one appreciates them at all. Even the people they're married. Get married, can't go. They still feel lonely. Right? You're going to come to me, you're going to ask me a real question in the Patreon, and I'm going to say the truth. It's a dangerous job. You're dying. According to what people are saying, you're losing 17 years off your life. You understand? You're living 17 to 20 something years off of your life. Hopefully, if your genetics even hold up, you can crash, burn to death, die, lose your family, don't see your children. That's a milestone for all truckers. You can't single one out and be like, oh, wait, you suck as a father. Well, according to this, it's saying 90% of us miss milestones in our child's life. It comes with territory. Comes with the territory. But you're making money. Casket shop, Jack. Yes, it is. Your point. Go ahead to hit the good stuff again. Why don't you truck drivers team up fruit stands in the truck stop and health snacks? Because you're stupid. That's a dumb question, man. It's a dumb question. You can't just post up in a truck stop. You got to have contracts through the freaking franchise. Those are multi-billion-dollar corporations, multi-freaking country corporations. You can't just post up there and be like, huh, eat this fruit. You can't do that. They have in there what they want to sell. And what they want to sell you is sugar, salt, and a lot of it for cheap. That's what they want to sell you. General trucking questions are in the Patreon, buddy. We are talking about a specific subject. Specific subject is how often do truckers die? And the truth about it is truckers die often. And they don't die often, they live a suffrage life, a suffering life half the time. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but look at it this way: you can go inside of a Love's, get you a big drink with that's one of their biggest drinks. What is that? 600 calories of sugar. You would have had to give away a bunch of things and walk very far in the old life to come up with that many calories. Now, how much does a big drink cost in the fountain drink? How much does that fountain drink cost? Gold Phoenix hits the Cash App. Drink water and eat fruit all day. 99 cents. The 42 ounce, just Phil says, is 135. That's probably depending on state tax. 135. 135. A buck. You can go in there and get 600 some calories. Heavy. That's a lot of calories, bro. For cheap. See, the processing of the food by the regime makes it easy for us to get calories. On one hand, it's not all bad, because back in the day, people famine and dying and not able to obtain the type of calories came with different problems. But see, once we keep trying to do things to make it easier and easier to affect hunger, and then it'll start sliding past the good and sliding towards the bad where it's too many. Then that comes to the person's personal discretion of how many they're going to put in their body, because you have a choice. But if you're dealing with stress of the lifestyle factors in and loneliness and all this other stuff, you're looking for self-gratification, you may not turn to the drugs. You may turn to eating. People abuse food all the time. They may not drink, they may not smoke drugs, but they glutton, they overeat. I believe Dean calls it eating your feelings. Eating your feelings. That factor in where we lose 17 years, that's 61. I guarantee you that's due to two things: food and stress. Food and stress. Food and stress. That's what that's attached to. Food kills almost exactly. I know people who was on crack back in the day, and they could walk the full city picking up cans. Got a full 6-pack, thin, they ain't got no teeth, but they still rolling, they smoking a cigarette in their mouth and smoking crack and riding their bike all over the city. And they can walk, run, jump, play bass, do anything they want to freaking do. Anything they want to do. And your grandma ain't touched a drug in her life, and she 53 years old on a walker. Swollen knees, diabetes. Yeah, they be sleeping on fruit. Yeah, I'm a part of it too. I'm not here to say I have no addictions. I'm not here to say that. I'm not here to say I have no addictions. You know, I smoke a little bit of the nicotine from vegetables and vape juice. Yes, I do. I ain't here to lie to you. You know, and I was a food backslider. You know, I fall from grace. I'm not saying I'm perfect at all. But my thing is, why do you have to be perfect to throw the message out there to help somebody? That's the sad thing. But Bayron, they don't want to hear the truth of the rebirth and the re-education. You already know what it is. Pressure. Pressure. And once you truly understand. Let's get the likes up to 60. We only at 38. Drop the link. I'm 38 hot. Yeah, that's not gonna make me no money, man. You talking about coming in? We can't have no cussing. We'll talk. We'll talk in a minute. Once you realize that, listen, this is costing you your life. This is costing you money. You're in a position to where, hey, you can die. And the people that are talking to me about it had no idea. Had no idea. Gideon hits the Cash App for the love. See, I know who the supporters are. I have a list of them right here on the camera. I have a list. Two lists, actually. For the love. Wife had a baby, so can't stay. Peace. Hey, man, congratulations on the wife having the baby, bro. I appreciate, hey, man, you're going to be making all the money soon. I wish you nothing but the best love and appreciation from the family. That's great, man. Have a ball, buddy. Get pictures. Get the pictures ready. We're going to want to see pictures there, Gideon. Knowledge Humanity says $1 for large fry, $5 for a cup of fruit. listen. If that ain't the truth, bro. Knowledge Humanity says $1 for large fry, $5 for a cup of fruit. Why is that? Government subsidies and stuff by the regime. Who knows what it is? There's many things we can blame that on, but the thing is, it's a reality. You have to be well understood. You got to think what is Tyreek hits the Cash App, says for the love. I appreciate you, Tyreek. What is the thing that's killing us? And I'm telling you, it's the sedentary, sitting sedentary, not moving, and the food. That's why I also believe that this big conversation on us hating each other is pretty stupid, because the people we need to be worrying about is not the people who stay down in Cincinnati or the other ones that stay in the blue state and the red state and all that flummadiddle BS. Who is the person that made the grand decision to put the harmful stuff in the food? Who's that person? That's who we should be talking about. We don't talk about him, her, or whoever that is. We don't talk about that person. Who's the person approving the clone meat? Who's the person that can put money forth and change the pyramid, the food pyramid? That's the person you need to be thinking about. But you thinking about Tyrone, thinking about Billy, and Billy thinking about Tyrone. They arguing over nothing. They arguing over nothing. Not a dang on thing that matters. And both of them eat fried chicken and sucking down sodas. Ain't that a crap? Ain't this FDA? Exactly, 1011. FDA. That's who you should be paying attention to what they're doing. That's who you should be, trying to get involved in that conversation. But y'all rather fight over stupid stuff. It's crazy how alike we are, if you really sat down and thought about it. How alike we are. We talk all that stuff. We hate each other to death. Both of us go to Golden Corral. I can't stand them. They're totally different. Both of us driving the Ford truck or a Chevy truck. I hate them both. Both of us watching NFL. Both of us go celebrating Christmas. Both of us celebrating Thanksgiving. It's so stupid, bro. It's so dumb. Neither one of us can affect each other's life. And people slapping out different rules that affect the food that go in your go in your baby. The greatest trick the devil ever did was to prove he didn't exist. That's a fact. Same thing in trucking. We argue over the dumbest stuff. Ain't no YouTuber on here, including me, involved in the lobbying which affects the regulations in the game. We hear about it by happenstance. We hear about it. Maybe it pops up later and someone tells us, oh, this has changed. But no one's really following it that deep. No one's following it that deep. Who is the person? Who is the organization that determines how many parasites can be in our fish? Who's that person? James, that's a personal thing. But as they said on the right, you don't have to believe in the devil. The devil believes in you. Fact, though. I work out at least 4 times a week OTR. That's a crazy statement. That's dope. That's the FDA again. I don't know why everybody just keeps saying FDA. I didn't know. All right, that's the FDA. You're the. I don't know what that means. Oh. Okay. I see what you mean. Effing man. I appreciate the love, Eric. I appreciate that love. I really do. Don't do drugs. Can't blame it all on the phone. Can't. But give me something else to blame it on. What else is it? Tell me what else affecting us. It can be regulation. It can be how much we work. Give me something else, Compo. Compo. Give me something else. What else could we blame it on? Hmm? Mental health. Being alone. Right. Right. That's one thing. Trevor says it's mental health. There another one? It ain't just the food. I mean, wouldn't the food mess it up your body? Compo forever. Ourselves. Got to watch what we eat. That's true. But see, when something becomes insidious, it becomes part of the culture. Big plates, fried chicken, fried turkey, uh, chicken fried steak. That's embedded into a part of our American culture. The commercials that come on that show us vivid pictures of crazy food, that is millions and billions of dollars pushed towards you seeing that every day for it to become part of your culture. The car craze, that was a ad campaign. 1 minute y'all say portion control, but when you I remember the 90s when Fuddruckers came in, they showed you burgers that big. Right? Shows you burgers that big. This is programming you as a kid. In the 90s, we were children. I'm an 80s baby, 85, the day the Cadillac ride. I was a kid, 95, 96. I remember all the freaking commercials back then. I remember Got Milk. Anybody remember that? Don't nobody remember the Got Milk commercial? Where they use an athlete or a popular person with the milk mustache so they were drinking milk? Drink milk does a body good. I remember them. I remember them. Milk does a body good. Milk helps your bones out. I remember all them commercials. That is knowing people pushing billions of dollars behind something to get something to sell for profit. Michael Jordan was on that. Got milk. Wasn't it? Michael Jordan was all over that. Milk, 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 milk. 50% of the population is lactose intolerant. Some people say, and studies have been done, that it is one of the causes of cancer. I don't know that to be true, but that's what they're throwing around. But okay, then, well, where's all the reparations for the years of people who've been telling you to drink milk? Yes, but so does breast milk. But breast milk, when you're an infant, you have enzymes in your body for you to drink milk because that's the time you're supposed to be drinking milk. And that's not pasteurized milk. But I'm not James Grant. I know you're attempting to sound contrary, but it's not working. Dang, y'all won't burn a 97, 95. Jeez, oh Christ. Young bucks. Exactly, way too. When you a baby, make the decision not to drink your mama's breast milk. She trying to kill you. Jesus, Joseph. Jesus, Joseph. Man. Mm, 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 mm. I don't think nothing wrong with vapes. I don't think nothing's wrong with vapes. Personally, I'm not gonna get into that big conversation about it, but I don't think nothing's wrong with it. You know, we harp on vapes, which ain't been out long enough for us to have conclusive information, but we ignore meat, overconsumption of meat, and overconsumption of milk, and overconsumption of sugar, and overconsumption of alcohol. Like we don't know what the consequences are. Those are well documented. So let's not talk about what's well documented. Let's talk about what we don't even know yet. Right, I get it. I get it. It makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Willis. They just throwing anything out. You drunk your mama's titty milk. Like, whoa, what are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? You was on the nipple. So you had milk in your body. I had more than that. I ate cereal as a kid. We ain't know no better. It was on TV. Drink your milk. It helps your bones be strong. You can be big like your dad, Emma. Ain't that what they said? Simi, you was born in 98. Jesus Christ, boy. You're youngin', boy. Boy, you're young, ain't you? Drugs. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. H. Henderson Jr. says thank you and sends love to the Cash App. Actual support. I appreciate the love, man. I really do. I appreciate that. Because I know there's 148 people in here and they wouldn't think to even send love like that. They just take the information, enjoy themselves, and say, screw you. But you came through and showed love. I appreciate that. Y'all don't have a I remember Dare. Let me see if I get this right. Dare. Who remembers Dare? How old are y'all? Y'all remember the lime green shirts with the hot pink letters? Dare. Remember them coming to the school? I remember Dare. And where did Dare come from? See, Dare came. Was it Reagan's wife or was it Nixon's wife? Reagan's wife. One of them came on there and said, crack was immoral and bad people did crack. Didn't y'all remember that? Then they came out with a bunch of Reagans. They came out with a bunch of laws, which locked up the user like they were the seller. This is your brain on drugs. I remember that. Any questions? Y'all remember that? What's funny about that situation, or if not funny and or interesting, is the meth thing. Where's the president saying that's a moral problem? Now people need help, not prison. Ain't this? They need help, not prison. Just a fun fact. You do with it what you will. Why is the campaign on meth different than the campaign on crack? I'll give y'all a second to figure that out. I don't know. I'm asking the question. Y'all tell me. Why? Now, meth is it's an epidemic. It's hey, Driven, you know the deal. Why is that? I'm confused. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, 1011. I ain't gonna speak on it. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? I'm just saying. Yeah. McDonald's, that's a fact. Night and day. Now it's a crime. Now the documentary has sad music on it. Sad music. Man, that Cocaine Cowboys documentary had no sad music on it. Cocaine Cowboys sprayed everybody died. Everybody died. Rough murderers. Everybody's murderers and super predators. Now it's like we got to help these people in the opioid epidemic. Ain't this something? We got to help them. We'll just throw them in prison like we did back in the day. Throw them in prison. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just asking the question here. I'm just asking the question. That's it. G-Lord, G-Lord. Y'all don't hear me, Dirty Work. I remember this is your brain on drugs, Nancy. Oh, yes. Yes. It's a fact, though. Now it's like we need to add resources to help these people. They can't handle addiction. What? Yeah. It was epidemic. Now it's a cry down the road. That's how they do you. We'll leave it alone. All I'm saying is, listen, you can't believe everything you see on TV. You can't believe everything you see on TV. Hey, don't believe everything I tell you. Most of this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. But what did the article say? Truck drivers under stressful conditions away from their families, they participate in they self-medicate and try to get their stress down. Coping mechanisms, they call it. Coping mechanisms. And they abuse drugs. And the one thing I told y'all not to do is abuse drugs. That's the one thing I told y'all to do. Everybody telling you, go lease a truck now. Go lease it and sugar boo. I didn't tell you to do none of that. And now if you want to, you go do what you're going to do. I'll tell you how to do it if you want to. We can talk about it. But there's other factors as well. No one's interested in speaking about at all. Just keep that down with macho. I got a truck. I got this and that. I'm greatest business trucker in the world. All this stuff. Everybody floss and everything great. Everything's perfect. You come in, you do your Wayne thing, bang, bang, boo, you're making money. Because they know that the industry and the regime that controls YouTube loves those videos. 4 of my viral videos are about trucks that you could buy. Simple as that. They're about trucks that you could either buy or you could inspire to get. So a smart man would just make videos like that. And then a smart man would just make videos like that and cash in. And I don't disagree with it at all. Okay, because the regime, the algorithm, pushes that. You can see it in my own channel, bro. I ain't got to lie to you about it. My own channel. Hold on. Don't do drugs. 1 second. Where we at? My channel. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to videos. After we go to videos, let's go to uploads, love now, past stream. Sort by. Let's sort these videos by most popular. Okay? I'm gonna show y'all. This is how the regime works. I'll tell you the truth. Bong. Look at this. Oh, let's blow that up. Booyah. Let's get this closer. Because when the regime does stuff, y'all don't see the rebirth. Y'all don't see the rebirth and the re-education. Y'all don't see it in there. Y'all just think, oh, it's just this happens because it's just good content. It's not just good content. All right. 1 year ago, most popular video is about a truck you can aspire to buy. The next one, second most popular video, which is at 1.8 million, is a Peterbilt that you can buy. I just reposted this third video. It's the same video. Still got 1 million hits. You want to drive this $286,000 truck? That's the fourth most one. One right down after that. Now, when we get out of that, we drop down. How are you going to make money? It's valued less. It makes less ad money. So it's under it. Secret to passing, stuff like that. And as it gets away from trucks, the number goes down. As it gets away from the thing that you can sell, the numbers goes down. The number goes down. Just keeps going down. Keeps going down. Let's get down to the beat of the reverb. Look. Keeps going down. My dad's a trucker. It just keeps going down. What happened to me with the truck keeps going. It just keeps going down. Now you stop seeing stuff about trucks at all. But when you go to the top, it's nothing but buy trucks. Trevor, I didn't say it. You said that. I'm going to put that up for Trevor. I didn't say it. He said it. Mathematic proof that you have to support the content that you like unless you just like things about buying trucks. It's that simple. When I was doing these type of videos, my growth rate was completely different. It was obvious. YouTube even told me, keep doing this. Do this. Just do this. Just keep doing this. But these really have nothing to do about the rebirth and re-education. Nothing. It's just like industry. It's sales. That's all it is. You understand? Who you think are the main people that really pay into the AdSense for the trucking space? It's probably trucking companies and people who sell trucks, who put the ads in front of truckers and what they're watching. They show the bigger number, YouTube pushes it. I mean, it's just a guess. I could be completely wrong. And the person that does this is just, they're not a bad person. It's just simple business choice. And I have nothing against it. But like I say, with this type of content that we do, you got to support it, man. You have to support it. So I thank every single person. Let me read out every single person that supported the content. I appreciate the love. Michael Cummings for spitting the truth sent love to the Cash App. Henderson Jr. sent love to the Cash App. Tyreek, Chef Capone, Gideon, Gold Phoenix, as always. Way too fly. I ain't getting that 20 back neither. Eddie, Byron, Mike Pierce, Cornell. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. I really do. When I show y'all these things, I don't want y'all to ever think, oh, well, you're bitter. It's not a bitter thing. It's the truth. The numbers are right there. The numbers are right there. That is not my best video. I did that with a Galaxy 4. No mics, no, just held it like this. And it just took off. Twice. Stun me. Twice. Took off twice. This video here, this video right here, I just reposted the same video and it went reviral. Match what the regime wanted, took off. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yep. Pressure. Now, if you are in my Patreon, you can call in now. If you are in my Patreon, you can call in now. One of the perks. The link has been dropped inside of the Patreon. You can call in now. You understand? But they don't hear me though. And what possibly could happen. If you're in my Patreon, you can call, tell me I'm wrong. Instead of listening to the jewels you're dropping, they trying to fault you in, trying to find fault in you. I bet they don't do that to the pastor driving the Lambo to church. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Ain't my words. I didn't say that. Look, see, Keely Trucker, I can just call your phone, then shoot you to $20 a month. Ain't that up? That black people, black people, I can get around paying you. I just call your phone. Ain't that how they do you? That's exactly how they do you. Pressure. But at the same time, when I tell people, listen, it isn't all peaches and cream. It isn't all, you know, glamorous with because they've made trucking glamorous. I helped. I'm pretty sure I helped. But the truth is, after a certain time, you're going to get a certain age. Your body's going to feel a certain way. And you're not going to want to do it no more. And if you're only worried about being flashy and all that type of stuff, you're going to realize I can't get out. You done got in, you done bought houses, you done bought cars, you didn't, listen to anybody about saving or invested any money, and now you're stuck. Then the depression comes in, maybe the drug abuse, as the article said, and wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You're in a crappy situation. You know, you understand? It's just obviously you don't get it, King. You don't get the point, but it's all love. 1011 trucking. What's going on?
Hey, 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 greetings and salutations. What's going on, Boogie Down Brown?
Man, I'm just trying to make $100.
Man,
That's it.
listen, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. But for real, you are hitting on so many amazing things today. First of all, I was around during the war on drugs and the crack epidemic. I
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
tell you how infuriated I am that they call the opioid a fucking crisis. Excuse my language. Sorry about that.
Mm.
Oh,
And hit the
sorry.
algorithm. Jesus.
But I apologize. I'll send you some to the Cash App. We'll time on
My
my
girl.
Patreon.
Appreciate the love.
But listen, it something really needs to be done about that piece, because a
Mm.
lot of focus is on little Johnny and his addiction to heroin. But when Tamika was hooked on crack, there were no resources.
Mm.
Nobody was around to assist her and get her the proper counseling. They decided to put her in jail.
Right. Which was some people say is more drugs in jail.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not trying to make this about a race thing. More or less, it could be about race, could be about class. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, like you always say, we got to do better, and when you know better, you do better. So we
Facts.
should
And but I
put
got a
some
bigger question
resources
for
in.
you. Then why are none of the people who are in the space that we're in? Why do they never talk about this dark side of the drug abuse and all that type of stuff?
As far as trucking,
Mm-hmm.
probably because they don't want to jeopardize their CDL. They don't want anybody to know that they're in their truck tooting and riding a white horse. Is that what you mean?
No. The white horse? I have
That's
never
what.
heard it being
And there
called.
was a song, you don't remember? Ride the white pony. I wanna ride. It was a song back in the 80s. You probably don't remember it. But yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah. That's what they used to call it.
the white
Riding by a
horse.
horse.
I took that one. The white get off the white horse. Um so yeah, I agree with what you're saying completely. It could be a class thing, it could be times thing, it could be a race thing. The most thing is the fact that you're in a job that you probably never thought about doing drugs ever. But once all these compounding factors come in, depression, loneliness, no one appreciates you, you may end up, trying it. So that's why
But
I feel like every driver who has a platform should say don't do drugs when they get off, so make it prevalent and on the centerfold. Because I've showed you the algorithm, they don't want you to talk about anything real. They just want you to talk about selling products.
right. And that's probably real talk right there. And then when you also touched on something a few months back when it talked about the thumbnails that you use. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? And
right,
that to me is blatant. I mean, that's blatant. But to your point, I think what people really have to understand, and trust me, I haven't been in this industry for very long, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. But at the end of the day, we control what we do and who we are.
Mm,
Period. Dot period. You don't have to be depressed. Find something else to do to occupy your time instead of sitting there masturbating or
mm,
watching Pornhub or doing something that's not constructive. Do something to occupy your mind, whether it's writing down what your plan is going to be or focusing on what your future dream goals are. Whatever. Fix your relationship. Fix you. You got to work on you first. And I'm saying
mm,
this based on my own experience. I done been through
mm,
some things. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I done
You was on
been
the white horse.
you know that nah, I was never on the white horse. I have an addictive personality. I come from an addictive gene, and so I knew very early on that drugs was not for me
Don't
because I
touch it.
didn't want to be out there selling Pampers on the freeway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. Now,
Hey.
have I smoked cigarettes? Yep. And it was
Mm,
a habit, and I've been able to kick that habit and backslide and go back to it and kick it. And I kicked it many times, and
right.
now I'm free of it. But I was able to master the addiction, and that's where we got
Right.
to master our mental.
I appreciate you for calling in, Erica. Dropping some truth real quick. Appreciate the
Thank you,
love.
Cher. I appreciate you, babe. I appreciate you. Ain't way too fly. I love y'all. Bye.
Appreciate you. Stay up. All right. Next person, Black Core. The core is black. What's going on, Black Core?
Man, if you can hear me, that'd be great.
I can
'Cause
hear
I'm in
you.
a bad area. Okay, good. So I was gonna throw this out there. If you guys shop at Walmart, Giant, whatever, what I normally like to do is get the whole fruit of cantaloupe or the whole fruit of honeydew, the whole pineapple, and then you cut it up and you separate it inside plastic bowls. That way you keep your costs down.
Mm,
That little cup, $6 for two at Love's, and it's gonna keep skyrocketing every year because that's just how they are. Because
mm.
people love buying them. But if you buy the whole cantaloupe and stuff like that, it's only like $2, and you get multiple cups out of it.
It just takes a little bit of effort.
Yes, meal prepping. There you go.
Right. Meal prepping
Meal
is a
prepping.
very big one. Because I mean, when you just depend on the truck stop, you're dying, bro.
Oh
They're
yeah, you were dying instantly.
they're killing
Yeah.
you. And like I said, you can go in there and get sick. People don't think, okay, you go get a combo from McDonald's,
Ooh.
but we call it $8-9. That thing is 3,000 ridiculous calories, bro.
Oh yeah.
With a free refill. It's you ate 4,000 calories. Let's say you ate twice that day. You ate like 8,000 calories and didn't even move. It's just,
Oh, that's
it's
gonna hurt you the moment you do move. It's gonna hurt
yeah,
your body.
yeah. And you wondering why bones is hurting. You got the inflammation in your blood and the drugs. Then you get the bigger you get, the more depressed you get, the more you eat. The bigger you get, the more depressed you get, the more you eat. They call it a cycle. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And the sad part is, when you notice it, you start to notice it. You start to look down at the belly fat, and you're like, "Damn it, here it is. Take care of this." Or you just never look at it at all. And you're just like, scoff, and it's too late. In fact, we had a driver at the company I currently work at. He had a heart attack slash stroke at the same damn time. He
mm,
was pushing 400 pounds, 63 years old, and the video is with the company. They're never going to release it, um, but they showed us what happened, and he grabbed his chest, went straight to the wall, Jersey barrier wall, and that was it. And he died on the stretcher out.
Jeez Louise, bro.
Yeah, he did not hygienically take care of himself. It was bad.
Yeah,
It
but
was
it's one.
bad.
He was chasing the money. And chasing the money, like he says, you're taking 17, 25 years off your life, man.
Oh yeah,
And it's just a
so
known
true.
fact.
You
Yeah,
got to
man.
have a time limit. There's an expiration.
There's an expiration, and a lot of people think there is no expiration date. You're just gonna be good forever. No, you're not gonna be good forever. Truckers usually die in their 50s and 60s, and they usually die broke. Sad part.
Oh, that's super sad.
They die broke because once you get out of the truck, they take your thing, you go home, and you got to nurse these things. These things cost money. And they take every little bit of asset you had, and then you just die broke. So saying everybody in the truck is saying, "I'm trying to leave something to leave my kids." Well, the truth of the matter is it doesn't look like that's what it's going to be. It doesn't look like that's what it's going to be because if that was the case, it'd be a lot of inherited, set up businesses ready to go in trucking, and it's not that many. So I mean, it's just one of them things
Right.
where
They're
yeah, it's one of them things
it's
you just
literally like
gotta
you just have to suck it up in this case because that's just the way life is. Life isn't fair. Life
yeah,
is subjective, and
life is not fair. We're losing you, Black Core. Big Money Grips himself.
Man, I'm pretty.
There you
How
go.
do I sound?
You sound all right, Trevor.
I got this one instead of the old busted one for you.
Okay, I see you. You feeling pretty today? You just woke up feeling that way?
Yeah, I even pushed my hair to the side. Do you see that?
Okay, that's what's up.
I just want to shout out to Fly for hitting the cash app.
It's showing love. Ain't that nice?
Yeah,
Have my
she's
back.
showing love. Oh, nah, she sent it to me. I'm gonna go buy a banana.
She sent you 20.
It wasn't 20.
Oh, I'm about to get on her for that. Don't be sending no bill.
I got her back on the 15th. That's okay.
What do you want to say about the subject? Is the subject too much gaslighting, or do you think it's a good subject to have?
Nah, it's a good subject to have. Um, you, the health is number one. It's what I'm working on now. Now that the business is set up and all that, but a lot of it comes from your mental health, and that affects your physical health. Like you're a Mike Myers fan too, right?
Mike Myers? No, not really.
Well, I just like the Guru Pitka and the
Oh,
Austin Powers.
yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah, I didn't know that dude's name. Yes, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah, like fat bastard.
Mm-hmm.
I eat because I'm sad, and I'm sad because I eat.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a joke. But he was saying some real stuff at that moment.
yeah, he was.
And it's sad. People don't understand it. How, first of all, the strongest thing in your body is your brain. If your brain is messed up, then the body's gonna follow it, bro. It's gonna follow it. So now you're sitting around, you're in you're in your cab, laying on your back with your big belly with Cheetos in your thing, crying, watching freaking Pornhub, beating off at the same time into a Doritos bag. I don't know how it goes. I'm just saying it gets weird.
Nah, we've all been there.
Exactly. So it's like we're trying to basically say, man, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to do better, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Just try to do better, man. Just try to do better, yo. That's it. And you may not achieve it, but at least you're even. See, the thing is with these conversations, Trevor, the fact that we're talking about it, we're putting it in somebody's head, and they're even gonna, because someone wasn't even thinking of it. They were just driving.
Yeah, true.
And that's worth more than anything. The fact that it even popped in your head, and now it's like, oh, hold on, how is my health?
Just plant that seed.
Exactly. Does most people in the chat know what BMI they should have for their height?
Yeah, I think mine's like 18 or something. I think I'm 37.
Yeah, I'm around. I'm in the low
I
30s.
might be close to 40s now. It's been a while.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where if you don't even understand that simple thing, you won't even know to catch yourself to say, okay, maybe I am getting out of line here because the BMI is so much off. Those metrics, those things are there for you to be able to look at the numbers, and because your brain plays tricks on you. Trevor could get to 600 pounds and still walk by the mirror and be like, I am killing them today. I'm so sexy. Like but he's not getting, dude, you're really unhealthy. And I don't think
Yeah,
it's bad to tell people, hey man, work on your health, do better.
and a
But
lot of times you don't feel bad until it's too late.
right.
It's like I'm over 300, but I can still jump. I can still jog. I don't feel unhealthy, but in 2 years, it's going to be a different story, and I just don't even know it.
Exactly. You don't even know it. So hopefully, but you've been doing good, Trevor. You've lost weight. How much weight since you've been coming on the show? I know you lost weight. I can see it in your face.
Yeah, well, when I got into it, I was 280. I got up to 350, and now I'm like 310.
No, man, you making weight. You trying to get down to like what, 230?
230, 240. I think like they say I'm supposed to be 180. I don't see that.
Right.
I don't see that.
What does it say? Aunt Owen, 6'4". I'm at 193. I'm considered overweight by the scale at Love's. Yeah, some of those. I mean, you don't have to follow them to the T, but you at least want to be close to it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Cheetah, do you just fart?
You got to stop,
Ugh.
stop feeding the dog Cheetos, man. You got to feed the dog food.
He eats Wendy's burgers like me.
So you killing the dog too? Jeez. Oh, nice.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
I feel that. Hold on, we gotta let Al Kanai in here. 1 second there, Trevor. I'm gonna get you after that law because I know you talk a lot. Al Kanai, Big Money Grips himself. I can't hear you. Oh, you got the mute on. Cut the mute off.
Hey, what's going on, man? I had to change the camera. I'm showing titties and stuff. Let me bring them live. Hold on. There we go. There we
I've
go.
been there, bro.
Dang, I was showing guts and titties and thighs. Huh? God dang. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, so I joined this thing, the Max Challenge.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you for planting that seed, bro. Like a few weeks ago, you was talking about all that nasty food stuff. You planted them seeds, man, and it got me thinking, and I'm gonna do better. So the Max Challenge is like a 13-week type of program where it's like a fitness thing. You got
Mm-hmm.
somebody yelling at you, and one, and two, and three. Come on, do some push-ups. Come on, jumping jacks. Come on,
One
let's
more.
jump.
One more.
Yeah, like that. But I'm in there with soccer moms, bro. And I feel so
Hey.
embarrassed, man. I'm like, dude, I'm a grown man. I'm a Marine veteran. I used to box. I did MMA, and I'm just so low to the point where I'm working out with soccer moms. So I
And
feel
you
like,
know
you know
what? You
what?
know what? You know what,
It's step.
Elkanai?
It's a small step. It's a small step. It's all
You
good.
know
I'm
what,
not depressed
Elkanai?
about it. Go ahead, I'm listening.
They're gonna give you the most support you ever heard in your life. That's the sad thing. They're gonna give you the most support that you've ever got in your life because those women in those type of groups, they're gonna support you and help you out.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it ain't a bad thing, you know. And once you start getting smaller, they're gonna be like, "Damn, how come you coming here with the V looking good? You be cheesing walking out that joint." Like, oh man,
So yeah, it's a
yo,
process, man. It's a process, and I
it's a
can't wait for
process.
this vegan thing in August. So I'm definitely game.
Hey man, I feel like you whatever you stick your mind to, man, you're gonna do, man. I mean,
It's
you
a wrap.
you went out and bought a bad pickup truck and you're sticking with that decision, so ain't nobody mad at you about
No,
that.
no, I no. The pickup truck is good. The pickup truck is good.
Oh, so you
It's
took it back
good.
and got
No, sir, it's fine. I'm talking about my truck, my Kenworth, my Cummins engine. Yeah, that's not
hold on,
doing so good right now. But
hold on,
hello.
hold on. No, let's stop. Let's stop. You didn't get a Freightliner and you didn't get a Ford. So you got a Kenworth and a Dodge?
Yes.
Gosh, man. Jesus Christ.
The pickup is
Glutton for
doing
punishment
wonderful. Hmm?
is doing good. Is making you money?
The pickup
Mm.
is
They're
good.
not running with the bad signal, Jack. Jeez Louise. Is that light skinned McGee 2.0?
Oh, I'm supposed to be Low Junior now, huh? Okay, I'm Low. We go, bro.
What you got to say about the meat and stuff we eat on the road?
It's just so much to unpack, you know. It's so much. It's so much to unpack, bro. Have you paid attention? Is anybody else paying attention to what the guests have been coming on? Has started. Everybody first is Erica with the white pony. You ain't never heard nobody say ride the white horse.
No, we call it
Jesus,
skiing
you a
where I'm
young
from.
buck. You a young buck, bro. You a young buck.
I am
You a young
considerably younger
buckaroo.
than you, Grandpa. That's true.
You are a young buckaroo.
You are a
Man,
grandchild, right? You do have a grandchild, right?
man, cut it out. Okay, so moving right along. Let's not do that. Trevor comes in and he feeding the dog Cheetos and Wendy's burger.
The Wendy's burger.
Lord, gee. So they both finna die in that truck. They just gonna both pass out and have a heart attack in the damn truck. Him and the dog.
They'll be together.
Jesus Christ. Now that's love. That's love.
That is love. This is true.
Then You bring Alkani in,
Mm-hmm.
and he talking about gut and titties.
Yeah.
Oh, we on the road today. Like I'm just loving it. He like, whoa, 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 my titties on the screen. I said, oh god.
Y'all done killed my freaking algorithm. I'm expecting cash apps from Law, Alkani, and Erica. They done blew the. I'm a
I
yellow.
see a couple dollars. I see a couple dollars.
You
You
got
know
all
what I
the
mean?
money? Jesus
I see
Christ.
a couple dollars. You know what I mean?
Listen,
You know?
the richest guy I know, I ain't gonna say his name, sent me $21. And he's literally the richest person I know. It's like, what?
Man, listen, I might not send you $21, you know, but Uncle Law look out for you. Uncle Law send you a couple dollars.
I'm expecting $3 from Law. I'm gonna let y'all know tomorrow what he sent me. Don't spend it, please, young buck.
Your expectations are pretty good. They're pretty on par today. But yeah, moving right along, man. I mean, if I said it once, I say it twice. Trucking is a scam, bro. It's a scam. It's the biggest, largest, most what's the word I'm looking for? America depended upon scam that we have running.
Right.
It's a scam that is never going to end, never going to die. It's always going to be around. They do not have a better system in place or the infrastructure for a better system in place to get you exactly what you want. Prime now. I want it now. I want to hit the button. I want to get it now. I want it at my doorstep now. You can't do it without trucks. Like they don't have an infrastructure set up to get things to you fast enough without truck drivers. They don't have it. The self-driving truck thing is so far. It's far ahead just for the simple fact that the other things that you actually do need drivers to do.
Right.
Now you don't need a driver to check in. You don't. You don't need a driver to talk or scan some paperwork or none of that. But you do have to get them to recognize certain situations like traffic jams, getting around certain things,
Right.
obstacles, deer, you know, things that a truck might not see. You know what I'm saying? The reaction time might not work. You know what I mean? You do need some type of human involvement right now. Now, I ain't saying that it ain't all going to be iRobots soon, and they ain't going to, you know, just be moving by themselves. Of course they are. That's what we're moving to. That's why they make the movies about it. That's the better future.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And our lives should be better from it. It seems like it'll be scarier, but it won't. Because everybody seems to be having a good old time in those movies most of the time. Except for when the robots take over and start shooting everybody. It gets out of control.
Exactly. In theory, it sounds great.
But in the beginning, when the robots don't trip out, everybody's having a good old time, walking around, chilling, buying fruits from the local market,
right?
Catching they floating train to wherever they're going, you know. But overall, right now, needing a truck driver, the trucking from the way the product is being built and shipped and brokered out and then received from the driver and moved by the driver and then handed down, you know, it's a scam, bro. It's a scam. Everything about it, the gas, the Medicaid card.
Yeah, sure.
What do you need a medical card for? Why you gotta go get a medical card? When I see guys that I know can't climb up a ladder, bro, they fat as hell. How he got a medical card? How?
There's a way around it.
Because they don't care. It's just a waste of money at this point. They put something in place and then they don't even stick by it. So now you're just taking my money for nothing. Because you're letting Fat Herbert jump in the truck and eat Snickers and bonbons all day. But yeah, you require a medical card from me when I know this dude is two of me. This dude is literally the size of two me.
Mm-hmm.
But you requiring me to come out my pocket, $100, $150, or requiring the company to drop whatever they dropping per person.
Right.
It's just a money scam. The whole thing is just a scheme, bro. The insurance.
I mean,
Scheme.
that's a pretty that's a pretty dark thought process here, Law. I mean, it's a little darker than you usually are, bro.
I mean, we all chimps for somebody. People hate it when I use the
Man,
monkey analogy, so I
Jesus.
have to switch it over to the elephant thing. But we all somebody's monkey, man. It's hard to wrap your head around because cats want to live up to that, man. Hey, nobody's monkey. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy, sure. Yeah,
Man.
okay, boss.
Hey,
Sure, buddy.
listen, Law, I gotta get King in here. That's a dark thought. Let me see what King has to say about that. Stay in the queue. King, what you want? We ain't heard from you in months. Why are you calling in?
Man, stop it. Don't start that.
Huh?
Don't start that,
You
man.
don't mess with her now. You ain't mess with her before.
Boy,
What's the
stop.
deal?
I always been a supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Say, man, I sent the song. You ain't never heard it before, though.
No, it's probably copyrighted. I can't play it, but
See, well, I mean, you can play the beginning of it because it ain't gonna be no words. It's gonna be like a beat, and anybody can catch on to it if they know music. So my question is to you: was how old are you really? I had to start carding you.
listen. First of all, I was born the best year of the Cadillac, the best year of the Caprice, which is '85. I was born '85.
85.
Right. So, I mean, you're actually younger than me.
I am, but I know a lot more. Seem like.
You know a drug song. That's not knowing more. That's just knowing more.
Hey man, we ain't gotta do all this.
I'm just calling out what it is. I know more about drugs than you. You probably do. King, you probably do. You don't know that much. 'Cause I don't
Yeah,
do drugs.
but it's an old song. It's an old song in the 80s, man. I used to hear it because I grew up around OGs, so I didn't have no choice but to hear them kind of songs.
Yeah, but there's actually a lot of cocaine references in a lot of
It,
songs.
it is, bro. It is. Like even what his name? Rick James talk about it.
Yeah.
On down from there, man. It's just the way that the world is today. Like everybody forget about it, but everybody think the stuff that's going on today is just starting today. Like this stuff been going on for years.
Right.
Nobody just talks about it like that. They just want to think it's all this new generation that got something to do with it, and it's really not because it started from Rick James and on down.
Yeah, even with the new kids who say, it's a new thing we're drinking lean, dude, you're just doing heroin, bro.
Exactly. It's just a whole bunch of stuff mixed into a liquid.
That's it. You're not doing nothing that Frankie Lyman wasn't doing.
Exactly.
Frankie
Exactly.
Lyman wasn't doing.
So yeah, man, about the food though that we eat, man, we talk about this all the time. We done talked about it, bro. McDonald's, Wendy's, all that is killing you quicker than a cigarette will.
Right.
It kills you because it's bad that that truckers don't have nowhere healthy to eat. All they want you to support is only thing that's maybe semi-healthy, and they came up with a protein bowl, which I don't believe is a real protein,
Right.
because the Subway. I'm so tired of Subway. If I see another Denny's, I shoot the sign down.
Yeah.
I'm tired of PJ Fresh. Bro, it be some days of what like I just don't even want to eat. I'd rather eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I dive in anyway from the food.
Right.
I'd
All right.
rather fix a peanut butter jelly sandwich or something.
Real quick. What is you eating there, Willis?
Death.
What you eating, Willis?
Some mac and cheese and a dinner roll.
From where?
The good old
Iron skillet.
Petro.
He got it right on the iron skillet.
Iron skillet.
Come on, Willis. I thought you was on the wagon, Jack. What happened?
I ran out of eating food. I know it's kind of like I broke it. I couldn't take it. I tried again in August, but I was walking by the Texas Longhorn and I smelt it. I'm like, they got me. I ordered a big ass steak, a big steak. I tore it up.
Come on, Willis.
Medium rare with a baked potato.
Oh, was it loaded?
I would load it. Yeah, I just put some A1 steak sauce in. That's it.
Willis,
It,
how
it,
did you
it,
break in
it
a
got me.
week, bro? You broke in 4 days, 5 days, bro. What happened?
I ain't never went this long without meat. It's like, man, I'm over here eating mangoes and all this stuff and apples and salads, and then I walk past that Texas Longhorn, I just smelt it. And I'm like, it just pulled me in.
it just
Like
hit your nose.
it hit
You
me. I'm like,
broke in 4 days, bro.
So
Come
he
on,
definitely
man.
would have
it
lost the
was it was about,
challenge.
about 5 days.
Okay, 5 days. You in 5 days, and you went and just got a steak, and then just said, "Screw it." What'd you drink
And
with it?
got the biggest thing on the
I got
menu, a
water.
steak.
Yeah, I don't
And
water with
now
it.
the next day, you eating processed macaroni and cheese and a dinner roll. What was the
From
meat? Because I seen you holding meat. What meat did you get?
Oh, it's some baked chicken.
Hey, well, that baked chicken ain't too bad, man.
Okay, baked chicken ain't
Yeah.
bad.
It's
It ain't
it's
fried.
pretty much healthy except for the mac and cheese. Like I got lima beans and I mean like a piece of the dinner roll. That's about it.
Well, you
It's
know what I can admire about him though? At least he being one tie y'all with it.
yeah. You come in and tell him what happened. Hey man, listen, Willis. I hope you jump back on the wagon, man. But I was seeing you in the queue, and I'm like, "That go Willis eating again, bro." Listen, that's one thing I want to tell you, Willis. You young. You understand that metabolism is gonna slow down. You do get that, don't you?
But he
Yeah, it's
young
gonna slow
though,
down.
so that's eventually. That's like
Hang on, dude.
later on.
You're 24. You got basically a good 4 years until that metabolism slow down. That thing ain't forever away. Once
I
you hit
doubt it,
30,
CB.
once you hit
Cause I
30, it's gonna start tanking.
Yeah, there you go. When you yes, because I used to could eat like two burgers and two fries and drink two drinks, and I would never gain an ounce until I turned by 31 years old. It was over. Now I'm
see,
starting to kind of see the little spare tire on my side. I like, oh no, I got to get back in that gym harder.
Just Phil says you got
man,
a year.
yeah. You said what?
Come
A
on, bro. What it's gonna
year?
be?
What am I gonna eat?
I said, what it's gonna be when that metabolism slow down, right? What is it gonna be? Well, you start spreading a little bit and everything like that. I mean, what's the deal? What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll figure it out when I had to get there, but I gotta enjoy my
Cheese and
youth for right
crackers.
now. Yeah, I gotta enjoy this youth. I used to be able to eat like 4 pieces of Popeyes the night before a PFT and still run a 18-minute 3 mile. So I'm going to enjoy my youth while I can. Like this fast mentality, these abs. You see, here it's solid, solid. So
Yo, Willis. I mean, I wish hey, look, I can't hate on you for being young. Enjoy your life, man. Do what you got to do. But listen, don't say ain't nobody ain't told you. Don't say
Right.
nobody ain't told. And you know the first thing that go when you drop weight when you gain weight that fast, you know the first thing that goes your sex
stomach.
drive.
Mm.
You let that
Who?
stomach get out of whack, you're gonna start producing more estrogen with that visceral fat around your stomach. Yeah, be quiet at the chair.
Why you gotta go there, bro?
I'm just being real. Let's be real.
Why you always gotta go
I
there,
see
man?
healthy
The
out here.
estrogen.
Because think about it. Think about it. Willis is 24. He's enjoying ridiculous sex life right now for no reason. Just wind blow. He ready to go. And he probably thinking in his mind, oh, that'll never go nowhere. Wrong, bro. That's the first
It's
thing
six,
that's
six,
gonna
7 times a week.
see. He just
Whoa.
It wasn't with the same chick either.
good,
Jumping
great.
jack,
Willis.
jumping jack
Yeah.
flash. He said 6 times a week.
He said 6 times a week.
Six. He said six or
Oh,
7 times a week. God,
Different females.
boy, you gonna catch a
It was,
different disease.
okay.
I just
hey,
gotta be
I was
learning
in Marine.
on that one.
I was in the Marines, so I had it like that when I was in the Marines. I had it like that. It was easy. It was like the snap of the finger, just like that.
Mm.
Wow.
Any military member will tell you that it's just easy, like the snap of a finger. Like,
Yeah, but we
oh,
trying to
yeah, they'd be like, oh, you got guaranteed pay, and boom, just like that. Now I would never
Damn.
tell him I was in the military. I would tell him I'm an ice cream truck driver. I would never tell him that. I
Why
told him
would
never
you
I was a
tell
military.
him you're an ice cream truck? What?
That's
Why?
the it's what my the guys that were like above me told me, hey, do not tell me you're a Marine. Tell me you're something else. I just came up with an ice cream truck driver. I told him, hey, I'm not I ain't a Marines. I'm an ice cream truck driver. I sell choco tacos and strawberry shortcakes. That's what I told them. It
Man,
worked.
that man said
They ain't ask
Choco
no questions.
Taco.
They was leaving.
Willis,
Man.
That man said Choco Taco. You can get
Willis,
Choco
Strawberry
Tacos.
shortcakes.
Willis, listen to me.
Wow.
I need you to listen to me. Listen. All I want you to do is number one, be careful, okay? Be
And be
careful
healthy.
Mhm.
And be
and be
healthy.
healthy because you can listen. I you can roll into coochie can kill you, bro.
It
That's a
damn
fact.
sure can.
Coochie can kill you, bro. And that's no joke. I told people, and I gotta tell them this story again. Let me pull y'all out real quick. Listen, why you should be scared of vagina by T Bizzle. Listen to me. First of all, the vagina is an alien. It's an alien. It's not human. There's nothing human about it. Okay. And you should be terrified of it. Right now, Willis sees no fear in the vagina at all. He just runs towards it like, screw it, ain't not gonna happen. Vagina is the only thing you know that secretes an alien substance, which brings in your genitalia and stimulates it enough where it extracts and steals your genetic material. With this genetic material, it can then cook it on inside of itself up in the area. It can cook your genetic material and spit out a human being. How are we not scared of that? It can cook your genetic material and spit out a human being, which you will be legally obligated to take care of for 20 years. And if it don't do that, it can just kill you. It can just freaking kill you. It can just kill you right there, like you did. Or give you something you can't shake. Literally, out of the top 5 scariest things on the planet, vagina's like 2. It's like 2. So, when you a young buck, you don't see the fear in things because, not enough things has really happened to you. Not enough things has happened to you. There's a reason why old heads, they stick it to that same old Martha for 20 years. They drive that same old car. They go to that same old job. They hang out with the same old people. It's streets in their city they ain't seen in 20 years. They figure out what works and they do it. That's why you should listen to older people. You should listen to older people. There's a reason why they know not to do it. I had an old head in my hood one time. It was a fine thing walked by. She was coal black, skin supple. She was built like 2 stacks of tobacco, thicker than cow grits. You know what I mean? She was thicker than duck butter. She was thick. I tell the old head, I say, hey, old head, man, I know you wish you could get a piece of that right there. He looked me dead in the eye. I know he got all the money in the world. He looked me dead in the eye and said, young buck, I can't afford it. Every time a hot chick walk by, I can't afford it. Man, I can't afford it. I never understood what he meant. Until I got somebody pregnant and I realized I can't afford it. I can't afford it, dog. I can't afford it. You understand that? I can't afford it. For the stress, the money, the BS, the legals, the ramifications, I can't afford it. You understand that? My granddaddy was a great man down in the county. Thanks for everybody with the cash app before we get out of here. Thanks for the love. He told me it was this chick I wanted. Her name was Cherie. Lived down the county. She was fine, boy. She was light skinned though. Light skinned, fine. I had to been about 15, 16 years old. Cherie was on me. Let's get that out the way. You know, she was every time I come on, oh, you sit with me. She would pull me to sit with her, you know, niceties and all that, you know, a couple of finger bangs, forget about it. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm about to go and close the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the man. My granddaddy killed that deal because he told me, all right, you gonna do this and ain't no way to stop you. He looked me dead in the eye and he said, listen, don't stick it all the way in, because if you do, it'll bite you. He looked me dead in the eye. He said, if you stick it all the way in, it'll bite you.
And he is right.
Now, my thinking was this. I'm thinking physically, there's teeth down there. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't know what he meant. Dude, do you understand?
15 years old at the time.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I had my first pregnancy understanding at 20, 19, 20. He was out and the courts was involved by the time I was 21. I didn't even know he was born because I was going through problems with the baby mama. Anybody got baby mama issues know what I'm talking about. I got the child support thing before I knew he was even born. I don't even know how you do that. And right when I looked at it and I opened it up and it told me, you're already in the arrears.
Yeah,
I knew right then.
Well,
I knew right then that that's what he was talking about.
Wow.
If you stick it in too far, it'll bite you.
Yes. And it's a bite that you can't get rid of.
Oh, you can't shake it now because I'm still getting bit today. And if he decided to go to college, he would get bit for another 4 years. Go ahead, Law. What you say?
I said more deadly than a black mamba.
Yes.
So while Willis is out here pumping and dumping, spraying and spraying, one of these times he gonna hear my granddaddy, and I hope this stick in his head when he about to do it.
Listen, I got two things
because it'll bite you.
I got two things, bro. First of all, Willis ain't trying to hear all that. He knocking the choco out of them tacos.
Hey, he hitting and missing right now.
Yeah. He gonna get a home run eventually.
Second thing, if the alien snatch is number 2, bro, what's number 1 on the list? Because alien snatch sounds pretty dead. That's deadly. That's pretty dangerous.
I mean,
you said that's number 2.
Yeah. What is number 1? Well, number 1 for me is nuclear apocalypse. I got weird fears, dude. I'm all over the place, but you you move it around the way you want to. But what I'm saying is, it's for a young dude who ain't really thinking about all that. You know, they scared of, you know, maybe getting shot or something like that. But the thing about it is, you're more likely to get someone knocked up than get shot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get shot and you don't die, you can heal up from that in about 7 months. You ain't healing up from this. This is permanent. That's it. So that's all I'm trying to tell them to do is just be more careful when you go into a room with a xenomorph alien. You don't play around, bro. Like, you be together.
Right.
That man said a xenomorph.
Because we've all seen. Listen, I give y'all a good one there. Aliens, we all old here. That leg thing that jumps around your face, in the middle of it, what does it look like?
You know what that thing looks like.
Yeah.
Yo,
porpoise.
Yeah.
A young porpoise.
What does it look? It wraps around you like child support won't do to your social security number.
Around your neck too, at that. Right around your neck, so you can't breathe. Let me in.
Wow.
I'm taking it. It wraps around your neck. I'm taking it.
And it doesn't let go until it's. And listen, those symbolize the legs. That honey dips that they clamp that leg behind your knee. That's how they get you. That's a UFC move, bro.
So lives.
They clamp that leg behind your knee, and then they take their arms and put it behind your waist. That's a wrap, Jack. You done. And you a young Thundercat. What you gonna do? Oh!
How old he say he is?
24.
25? 24? Wow.
That's
Shoot
it.
that blowhole water on you. It's a wrap, bro.
That joker living a life.
And you gonna shoot that sweet sauce.
Yeah,
Me,
that sweet sauce.
I'm running because I already know what the outcome is.
Shoot that sweet sauce out of that blowhole. Wrap, buddy.
Listen to me what I'm saying to you. But TB, what about a white girl? They are not treacherous. You're an idiot. See, a white man hit me to that. A white man asked me, he said, why do black dudes think that white women are better? And they're no different. Women are women, bro. You slap that, you gonna take that color thing, throw it right out the window.
Yo,
Women are women.
Yeah,
it don't even matter if it's Puerto Rican, white, black, Hispanic, whatever.
I'm Captain Kirk with mine, bro. She could be blue and orange, bro. Listen. It's smooth, all one decent color, and tight and supple. Yeah, down, bro. I'm taking it all the way down now. So what's the difference, bro? She look like Rihanna, but her skin is green. It's still the same.
It's
the same. Look the same, but her skin. But she got the same complexion as a She-Hulk. What is the difference, bro?
Do you think dudes would hit a green Rihanna on another planet?
Facts. On this planet. Facts. People will work around it at first, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you hitting the green chick. The next thing you know, everybody got them a green chick, bro.
And then they be rapping about it. You know, my chick's like Annihilators, green, pink, blue.
Yeah, then you have your little green baby or something. People are like, it's the same thing, bro. The baby just green. It is what it is. They drink milk and eat Snickers like everybody else, bro. Yeah, like candle, just like everybody else, bro. Look.
And they end the thing saying, "Damn right, y'all are so terrible. Y'all are terrible people, bro."
What is the difference, bro?
You know how I know that's you know how I know that's true? Because when the modern humans found the Neanderthals, they start humping. They start mixing with them. That means somebody got freaky with a Neanderthal. You know, that's why, you know, there's a large portion of DNA in the human population that has Neanderthal blood because someone was smacking them Neanderthal cheeks.
Man, they want to see what the sweet sauce is like, man, you know? They want to taste that sweet sauce, man, you know?
Listen, I have to get out of here. I wish I could stay with y'all longer. Thanks for everybody with the cash app. I got to tell my things. Thanks for calling in, Law.
Appreciate you.
I'm Outy Thouty. Only the Patreon people were able to call in. Willis, stop. Please stop. First of all, the Twitch announcements. The Twitch is officially monetized. That's it. Twitch Burn them out. Follow it immediately. I'll be playing later. The Twitch is officially monetized, and you definitely can sub to it so you don't see commercials. Hit the sub button. We trying to get it to 1,000 followers. That's a fact. Number 2, we have to give the love to the people who show love to the actual channel. Erica Pimenter sent love to the channel. Says for the algorithm. Andrew, better health equals better sex stamina. He sent $10 to say that. King sent $21. Messing with you. James Ingram, Michael Cummings, H. Henderson Jr., Tyreek, Chef Capone, Gideon Gold Phoenix, Way Too Fly, Eddie and Byron. I say his name so wrong. Bayron. Mike Perry, as usual, Cornell Ingram. I appreciate the love. Listen, people, the first thing you need to do is not do drugs. That's the first thing you need to do is not do drugs. I'm Outy 5,000. We had a beautiful live that was constructive and that helped people and added value to their life. Sub to the channel if you've never been here before. And before I leave, let me give y'all a quick view of what the Twitch will look like when you get there. This is what the Twitch will look like, which we finally got popping and monetized. Here we go. This is what the Twitch looks like. right here for you to go and follow the Twitch. Bang! That's what the Twitch looks like. Follow the Twitch ASAP. We are at 283. Let's make it 300 today. Don't do drugs. Make sure you sub to the Twitch so you can duck all commercials and see past lives. I'm Audi 530. Look, man, all we trying to do in the grand scheme of things is do better.